Every morning at the same dusty corner diner just off the highway, a black single dad named Marcus wiped down the same sticky tables, poured the same bitter coffee, and prayed the tips would stretch far enough to keep the lights on for his two little girls. He never expected a stranger's $10 bill to rewrite his entire life. But it did. Before we go any further, if stories like this one still make your heart feel a little warmer, hit that subscribe button, leave a like, and drop a comment telling us where you're watching from. This is Whispers of Heart 0.2, and we're glad you're here. Marcus had been working the morning shift at Rosie's Diner for 3 years. The place smelled like grease and hope, the kind of hope that comes from people who show up even when their backs hurt. He was 34, broad-shouldered, soft-spoken, and carrying the weight of 2 little girls who still believed their daddy could fix anything. Their mother had walked out when the youngest was still in diapers, and Marcus had never stopped trying to make up for the missing every weekday at 6:12, before chime rang, and he walked in with the girls she wore simple clothes, no designer clothes, no flashy a soft gray coat, and the quiet confidence of someone who has nothing. She always wore the same thing, black coffee, eggs and comedians, and every single without fail, she left her first $10 bill in the saucer. At first, Marcus thought it was a mistake. He tried to think about it. She only smiled and said, after that, he stopped like that. $10 became the difference between cereal for dinner and an actual meal with me. Some nights, he would sit on the edge of his bed after the girls were asleep, stare at that $10 bill, and wonder why a woman who clearly had money to burn chose this particular diner, this particular waiter. He never asked. Pride is a heavy thing when you're a single father in a town that already expects you to fail. Then came the morning, everything shifted. It was a rainy Tuesday in late October. The diner was packed. Marcus's youngest, 6-year-old daughter, had a fever, and he had spent the night holding her while she cried for her mom. His eyes were red. His hands shook slightly when he poured the coffee. Miss Claire noticed. She always noticed. When he set the plate down, she looked up. Marcus glanced at the empty plates, and at the clock. Rosie was in the back, counting her money. He sat, Claire studied her and then put her stove on the counter. But she was trying to remember something. You remind me of someone, she said. My son, Marcus White. His name is David. He's a single father. He worked nights at a warehouse, so his little boy didn't have no shoes. One winter, he got pneumonia and showed up with a shit. He was missing his name. He died on Thursday. I found out on Friday. I was over there there by the he thought that multiplied one mistake. But none of it was like one more. Her voice stayed steady, but her eyes turned. After the funeral, I drove around looking for places that I found his diner. I found you. First morning at 3 a.m. I watched you give the last nothing on the train. He couldn't pay. You told him it was day old and free. It wasn't day old. I saw you take it out of the case yourself. That was the moment I decided the $10 would keep coming. Not because you needed charity, because kindness like that deserves to be met with kindness that lasts longer than a single tip. Marcus felt the words settle in his chest like warm stones. He opened his mouth, closed it, then finally whispered, I didn't know anyone was watching. Claire smiled, the first real smile he had seen from her in 3 years. Someone is always watching Marcus, especially the people who still believe in the quiet kind of good. She reached into her coat and slid a folded piece of paper across the table. There's an address on there, a small community center I fund in the next county. They're looking for someone to run the after-school program, someone who understands what it means to raise kids alone and still show up with hope. The salary is 3 times what you make here, benefits, flexible hours, so you can be home when the girls get out of school. The job is yours if you want it. Marcus stared at the paper. His throat closed. Why me? Because every morning, you kept showing up for strangers the same way you show up for your daughters. Because the world needs more men like you. And I have the resources to make sure one of them doesn't burn out before his kids are grown. The $10 was never about the money. It was a way to keep you standing until something better could find you. He took the job. 6 months later, the community center smelled like watched the room fill with the kind of light money alone can never buy. Marcus never forgot the $10 bills. He kept the first one in a frame above his desk at the center, a quiet reminder that the smallest consistent kindness can become a bridge strong enough to carry a family across hard seasons. On slow evenings, he would tell the story to anyone who would listen, not to brag, but because he had learned that stories of quiet good have a way of multiplying. Kindness is not always loud. Sometimes it looks like a $10 tip left under a coffee cup, morning after morning, until the person receiving it finally understands they are seen. Sometimes it looks like a billionaire who lost her son and decided the world still deserved one more father who got to stay. And sometimes it looks like an ordinary man who kept pouring coffee with steady hands, even when his own life felt like it was running on empty. If you are reading this, or listening, or simply sitting somewhere with a heavy heart, remember, the smallest act done with love can change the direction of a life. You do not need a fortune. You only need to notice. Leave the extra tip. Hold the door. Look someone in the eye and mean it when you say, "You're doing better than you think." The universe has a long memory for those who choose kindness when no one is keeping score. Marcus still works with children. Claire still visits when she can. And somewhere in a quiet diner off the highway, a new waiter is learning that $10 left with intention can be the first brick in a house no storm can tear down. Go be the reason someone else keeps going. The world is waiting for your version of the $10 tip.